college life, a stage in your life where everything changes. Life gets harder, challenging, and your world gets bigger. So no more night outs with friends from high school and no more childish acts. College life is a place where everything gets mature and you guys will get mature too.
We have task interview to a college student about how was his life with being a college student. So here is your first question. Why did you choose about this program?
Why did I choose this program? Well, the first reason is my parents would like me to go abroad, and because of this program through Bachelor in Science and Hospitality Management, it could really connect to different different job opportunities and abroad. For example, hospitality management can connect to caregiving, can connect to mostly hotels and accommodations, just like yours, tourism also, and etc.
And do you have any regrets about taking this program since your parents want you to study this program?
Actually, no, because if you have this kind of state of mind where like opportunistic ka, you tend to look on the brighter side of that kind of program. Mine, my kanang main unta na ko na bachelor degree is supposed to be mass comm, but because of my parents' influence on it, so that's why I choose to this program na lang noon. And right now, since I'm already at fourth year college, I don't think that I don't have any regrets anymore for this kind of program.
So, by the way, I'm just kind of confused about what are your academic strengths?
Yeah.
Academic strengths. Well, as you can see, my English vocabulary is kind of good, I guess.
Yes, of
Yes,
course.
it's good.
And for management skills and leadership skills, I have been pondering that since I already have a work, and that work I use that kind of lifestyle in this kind of environment at school, which like improve my leadership skills on my co-workers, my peers, and some of my students or group mates, and even the organization, Hospitality Management Society. And yeah, I think that's
Since we talk about strength, so you also have weaknesses, and how did you cope up with this weaknesses?
cope up with my weaknesses. Well, well, it's kind of it sounds easy by talking about it, but it's really hard. But when I cope, one of the things that I coped up was my pride. Actually, I'm a very prideful person for most of the time, but I tend to cope up with it to being humble and try to work like just try to be a low key for some instance and try to listen most of the people's critics about me, and they're try to contemplate on their reasoning and try to understand more about yourself. That's how it is. How I cope up.
So, how about this? What are these, or what is this obstacle that you have faced, and how did you get through it? Like from all this time since you're a fourth year student.
Yeah, there are so many obstacles that I have been with. I've been with for like a year. I have been having this depression, and most of the times I have also burnout because I work, and also I have a scholarship, and also this one I have been trying to cope up with everything. But actually, like the most thing that I have been, let's say, how I ponder these challenges is by first of all praying with God and praying to one, and then there's always gonna be some friends or families that always that can give back to you or help you with it. So you have to take that opportunity, because that's what I did. If you really can't do this by your own, try to reach out to friends that knows about this, not just to give you more problems for
Yeah,
that.
that's right.
Because I believe that most of you has already had that kind of problem. But if not, soon, makwaramana. And so like that, you just have to be also stay positive most of the time. Be optimistic of all the problems because there's always rainbows after the rain, diba? So yeah, have an optimistic mind. Be spiritually well. Be connected with God most of the time, and try to enrich yourself with good things rather than coping up with the bad things. Because if you cope up too much of the bad things, like musulti ka, like you're gonna musulti ka kanang di na ako kaya, which like dwells on you that much. Like mahimo na siya ma-depressed jud ka most of the time. So yeah. Also, if kung di kayo madagani, try to talk to a psychiatrist or physiologist, any kanang psyche mentalist that you can refer. Legit na mga psyche na mga not those people like mga Dr. Quack. So yeah, that's how I cope up with my things and my challenges.
Since you have a question, guys.
Are you independent from them?
Independent,
yeah.
right? Well, it's partly half of it because I'm still living with my parents, so I'm dependent with food. Yeah, mama di ka makabuhay to diretso.
that's true.
So, because like you're really dependent to. I'm still dependent to many things, but financially, I paid my own tuitions due to my work and my scholarship. I paid my allowances by my own. I tried to save up my money to buy stupid things, maybe Gundam or I don't know,
Yeah.
to like just being independent or maybe fun. So yeah, I'm partly half of it. I'm kind of bit independent both financially, but I'm dependent on emotionally because of my parents. I'm very family centered most of the time.
So let's proceed to another question. This question is about your professors. Are there certain professors that you can easily learn from them, from the lessons?
Yes, there are like probably some of the old teachers that I have. Probably Miss Rosario Cabellada. I don't know if you're kanang blur, but yeah, she's a great teacher since like you can really easily learn from her based on her like experience because she talks about most of her experience and she's like a walking vocabulary. If you try to ask things, she will like gives you the complete definitions of everything. She's a good teacher and I really like her. And if it's in cooking, since mostly hospitality managements are like focusing also in cooking for 2 years, I could really prefer for Chef Hao.
Chef
skills.
Hao. Under.
Yeah, he's really good. Pero there's some
His
cricket.
skin does trick, right?
Huh?
His skin does trick.
Yeah, she, I don't know. But
Confusing.
yeah, he's really good at it, and because of that, I worked under I was taught under his profession and which grew me, and because of that, when kanang nagtudlo siya nako, I went to competitions na. She juda ko bukan basta confidence there because he is kanang confidence and homosexual. I love that teacher, so it's fine. He develops me to become this good good. Let's just say I'm good at cooking now, rather than the last one, and he also develops me to become this competitive person I am, which like he drags me out to competitions, just like Umami Culinary Challenge.
Where is
challenge
it?
here.
Where is that?
And well, I don't know. Last year was doon sa SMCT Cebu. And yeah, he's a really good teacher. He uses not really more on the. He's good at both practical exam and practical, instructions and teachings, and also in the theoretical. He's really good. And probably the newer teachers that could really recommend you to have, like really they are good and very kind, and also like can really talk well. It's probably Mr. Al Radomes. Have you?
Yes.
Undergrad, yeah?
No.
But you know him.
Yeah, we know him.
Tawag ka na mo, Miss Al. Yes, yeah.
Miss Al?
Yeah.
Instead of Mr.
Sir, si Rasmo. But
okay.
he's very, he's like probably one of the best teachers here in our department, THMD. Yeah. So, since both tourism and hospitality, probably Mander Munia. So, I think that's both of them. That's all of that I really want to. And also, Dr. Camilo also.
Yeah,
Under
we're,
Doc Camilo.
no, but we're excited.
Good luck. Doc Camilo is very intelligent, is super intelligent, but
And super strict.
Super strict.
depende kung si kag-absent. Ara. And also, di ka catch up. But she's really compassionate about her work and about her students. And there's that even one time where in the summer class, she got sick and then she went to the hospital and then and since like she has this scheduling of our own, but then she didn't want her students to like kanang get this kanang lapses of colleges, so she asked the nurse to take out the dextrose, and then after that when the nurse takes out the dextrose, she went out to the hospital without even saying to the doctors, just to get to her class and try to discuss more things. That's how serious she is in her. That's how passionate she is in her schooling. She's really good. And basta try to bear with her na lang. But if you learn, I learned a lot of things from her. So
Yeah, I guess that will be the last question since it's kind of like it's past 10, I guess. Yes,
10 minutes.
Yeah, 10 minutes.